So it's Monday, and I just missed my tram. So why not take a minute and think about things that I might not be able to say in a year? Why not? So this is one of them. If you look closely, this is the vaccination center, which in a year might not be there. If we're lucky, if everything goes according to plan, don't really know what to say. So this is the vaccination center, which is in, you see this? This is the Kölnmesse, which is the convention center where Gamescom is held this year as a hybrid convention, which I don't really know what that means. It's bigger than E3. It's the biggest video game convention in the world, and they're doing it as a hybrid. Don't know if you still go there or not. And what's the point, really, if everything is available online? Anywho, just a penny for your thought. Things that might not be here in a year, or we're not able to say in a year. Yep, it's me, Joe Cool, on the way back. I don't know why my sunglasses are crooked. Probably because I just put them in a backpack. It is a beautiful day. On the way back to base, it is Wednesday. And if I sound like it's almost the weekend, it is because it kind of is. So tomorrow is Father's Day in Germany. It's also another holiday. Let me just turn this off so you can actually hear me. Hello. So, and for some reason, like, that is like a thing. Like, if Father's Day is a thing, and then Mother's Day is like different in other countries, I noticed. So, seeing that I don't have one, it's just gonna be me. So, yeah. So that day is a recognized holiday in the state that I live in, which has the second most holidays in Germany, right after Bavaria. Then on Friday is my regular day off scheduled. So that is when I get Pfizered, and on Saturday I go back to work. Now here's the thing, Sunday is off. And then next week, Monday and Tuesdays are my planned days off the next week. So I could technically have like a mini vacation again, where I don't go anywhere because can't go anywhere, even though I will be Pfizered. Now, if you're interested in the law, I'll tell you, the law says that you can, like, travel restrictions are eased for you 15 days after you get your first shot. So 15 days, or 17 from today, I'm technically able to go see my folks if I find a room to stay at because of quarantine and this and the other. It's not really quarantine, it's just like they don't have room. Or go see my American friends who are already vaccinated further down south. So that would be pretty nice. Joe Cool here on this absolutely rainy May Day. It is day one post Pfizer, as it will be known now. It is anno Pfizer, and yeah, I feel fine. I honestly can say I feel fine now. I'm a little bit tingly. Gotta tell you that. After the first shot, and then of course it was on my left side, and I sleep on my left side, so I don't know why, but it kind of woke me up. I don't know. Yeah, so that's that. My second appointment is scheduled and set in stone for end of June, and so that's something to look forward to. 15 days, actually 14 days from today, I'm able to travel freely wherever I want within the German borders. So that's fun. And that's the update of today. It is Saturday. I have 2 more days off. I'm gonna see my friends in Wuppertal one more time, and then it's gonna be work. I did 2 episodes of Brew's Clues, and those will be attached right after this. Thank you so much. This is the Pfizer update. Joe Cool signing off for the weekend. and hoping you have a great one.
Good morning and welcome to Brew's Clues, where I tell you something in the news and time it takes to drink this coffee until TikTok tells it to stop. Today we're talking about Colombia. Deadly protests in Colombia are now well in their second week. It started being about a tax reform which lowered the threshold of people's income being taxed as 2.6 million pesos, or $684. But how did we get here? 2.6 million pesos didn't give it away. Like its neighbor Venezuela, Colombia is also in an economic crisis. GDP dropped by 6.8%, the highest in 50 years, and the pandemic drove up unemployment. Tax reform was scrapped just days after the protests, but those are now about the pension, health, and education system, as well as police brutality and the handling of COVID. More than 800 people have been injured by police, and the Human Rights Watch has reports of 36 fatalities so far. This is not the first time anti-government protests turned deadly in Colombia. Last September, at least 7 people were killed in protests triggered by the deadly tasering of a man in Bogota. But what is there to do? Raise awareness and don't let them get away with this. I'm making these shows because I don't see these kind of things make headlines until it's too late. I would much rather talk about a croissant being stuck in a tree, but that's another show. Good morning and welcome to Brew's Clues, where I tell you about something in the news and the time it takes me to drink this coffee until TikTok tells me to stop. So it finally happened.
I spilled coffee on myself.
Today I'm talking about Lebanon and why a cookie is important. Eid Mubarak to everybody who celebrates the end of Ramadan. At the end of the day, there's usually a sunset dinner called the iftar, and part of it is the mamul cookie. They're shortbread and usually stuffed with dates, pistachios, or walnuts. Because of the economic crisis in Lebanon, these recipes are changing. Pistachios, for instance, are so expensive they're virtually non-existent in homes anymore. Lebanon's economic depression has been in a spiral since 2019 and turned the country with the highest GDP per capita in the non-oil producing Arab world into a food insecurity wasteland. According to the World Bank, more than 50% of Lebanese now live below the poverty line. In just 1 year, food prices rose by 350%. So what started less than a minute ago as a cookie crisis is very much a humanitarian crisis.